はじめました。私の名前デイビッドです。よろしくお願いします。男は僕です。Ah, como va la vida, gente? Mi nombre es David Blanco. Hoy vengo a hablar de... Hello, everybody. My name is David Blanco. Today, I've come to talk about Important Matter, a book that changes the minds of many about, of course, Fahrenheit 451. Checkmate. So, the first character is Guy Montag. He's the protagonist of this dystopian history. He is a very curious person. He's a fireman. He burns books. But again, he is against book burning. And you have Clarice. She's the one who made him open his eyes. She's a 17-year-old crazy person, his neighbor, and she is against being outcast. She believes she's just pursuing her own goals. Then we have Captain Beetle, the captain of the firemen. He just thinks the guy is not centered and he's confused. And he tries to use literature and knowledge to try to convince him that it's useless. Then we have Faber, a literate person who has books, and he's against book burning, but he's too much of a coward to stand up against it. We also have Mildred, Guy's wife. Like any good wife, she's against every single one of his beliefs. She doesn't love him, and of course, he's only there for the money. Last, we have Granger, a hobo. And like any hobo, he is tasked with an important mission, to preserve literature. Now,
I'm going to be going over the basic conflict of Fahrenheit 451. So, in their society, books are outlawed, and firemen rule society. They are supposed to burn books and prevent people from gaining knowledge in any way. But when Guy Montag meets Clarissa McClellan and Faber, who teach him the ways of knowledge and learning, he wants to go out and learn about the books that he's burning. This creates a conflict with him in society, which then in turn makes him leave the society he lives in a quest for knowledge. I'm also going to go over the first theme of Fahrenheit 451, which is censorship and conformity. So, the deal with that is that everybody is supposed to conform to one way of living, which is a way without knowledge. You're supposed to accept the fact that you can't learn, and you're supposed to be addicted to TV, and you're supposed to live a life without knowledge and without learning. And this plays a major role in Fahrenheit.
Theme in Fahrenheit 451 is the fight between knowledge and ignorance. There's one side, the firemen and the everyday people who go about ignorant with their lives and don't really care about knowledge. And then there's the other side of knowledge, like Clarice, Faber, and Granger, who read books and learn. There's a constant struggle between them, and then when Guy Montag, a fireman, he starts thinking about knowledge and switches over to the other side. Another major theme is the idea that new things come from destruction, like the phoenix, which is made of fire and it dies and turns into ashes and then comes back to life through the ashes over and over again. Granger said that this would happen to mankind over and over again.
Bradbury's style is full of syntax, comparisons such as metaphors and similes, and also a lot of imagery and symbolism. The syntax is like completely parallel structure, repeating word types and sentence structures to emphasize the themes and meanings of what he's trying to say. The metaphors and similes are all connected to animals in some way, whether it's like trucks are talked about as salamanders, or the hoses are like snakes and pythons, and the cars are beetles. It's all over the place. The imagery and symbolism is also mainly related to nature and animals. And the nature this part is pretty ironic because everything in their society is going against nature. But when Clarice comes around, she emphasizes nature and how it's also important in their society. Some dystopian ideals are the Hound in their story, which is it's the biggest fear or punishment of the society. And connected to 1984, it's like Room 101, their biggest fear. And the Fireman is like the party in 1984. It controls everything they hear, listen to, or read, and they change it all the time by burning books. they're also addicted to TV and media. This is like their choice in media is completely off because of the firemen. They can't read books, so they're addicted to TV. They're also isolated by sitting in their parlors all day, and they're like exempt from the world and everything around them. The firemen do this on purpose. Thank you.
Thank you for listening to our presentation. I hope you enjoyed it. Have an excellent day.